I'll take you for a ride on the devil's ship. I'll take you for a ride where you sink or swim. Now come with me and let this story begin.
How you been, bro?
Man, as good as the weather, I'm out here. I'm just out here, man. Thanks for the opportunity. And
Yeah, dude. Fucking, we're gonna have fun today. And for people who don't know, they could catch you at the Third Floor Comedy Club. You're there very often. You're also one of my regulars at the Bordel Tuesday nights. So there's plenty of places for them to catch your stand-up.
that was what it. Oh man, I think it's like just more shows. Just more. Like I remember when I first started, it was just like three
shows, yeah.
shows, and now it's just like
2 of them sucked.
pretty much. But then now it's like the Third Floor was just like a beautiful thing. I was just like, when Josh was like, "Oh, come on board," I was like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." And then you're like, "Oh, come to the Bordel." And I remember watching. I remember I posted something, but I actually meant like I saw like these French shows, and I'm like, "Oh, these shows look nice." So I saw the Bordel. I'm like, "Oh, I would love to perform there. That's fucking." Then you're like, "Yo, come down Tuesday, man." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, yo, this is okay.
You put it out there. You put it out in the universe, and it happened.
That's it. And I, like I said, I think we discussed off air. Like, I'm not super religious, but I'm like I kind of believe in certain things, and like certain things I'm like, okay, I got to cut out of my vocabulary, like the good and the bad, but the good's better.
There's divine justice out there. If you put some work into something, you'll get repaid.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it. But if I call for bad shit will come. So
That's why Poseidon is miserable. The universe is getting back at him for years of bad shit he did. The universe is smacking him in the face right now.
I forgot to turn my camera on.
The universe is the government.
Oh, the universe is the government. Oh shoot, mine's the police. But we could meet in the middle.
So what have you been up to, bro?
No, just trying to figure out a brand. I just figured out a brand. Just just learn from everybody. Like I have my shows at the Third Floor like every first Friday, but
Every first Friday of the month.
yeah, every first Friday of the month.
It's a Peter Bowen show.
It's the LTM, laughs to mouth.
Laugh to mouth.
Laughs to mouth.
Right, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, I actually just thought of it like Josh was like, "I need a name," and I was like, "Yeah, that's the name." And he's like, "Okay, but can you?" And I'm like, "All right, I'll just put LTM in this. That's it." Like they don't know what it is. They just.
It sounds sexual.
It does. But you put the periods in the middle and boom, it's professional. It's great.
Yeah, you should have called it BLT. You would have got a lot of hungry people coming over every Friday.
BLT. Oh, okay.
BLT.
I thought you said BLM. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
You wouldn't have had the people you wanted, bro. You called it BLM. Every time you try to tell a joke, like, that's offensive. You're like, fuck.
oh, son of a
God
bitch.
damn it! I can't say anything.
All white women.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. We're here to support you. Shut the fuck up. What?
You don't know about your people. No,
Yeah.
But the first time actually, I got my first call me they yesterday.
Oh, nice. Who was it?
Actually,
don't tell me who they are, but how did it happen?
No, I just said like, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna, get on this lineup. And he's like, because she's handling the lineup, and she's like, it's they. I'm like, okay. Well,
The person handling the lineup said, "I'm they."
yeah. And then I was like, okay.
And they said, "You did put on some weight." I agree.
Yeah. And then, I was about to say nous avons, vous avez. Like I don't know what else you want me to change.
It's they. I love the anger.
I like the they. I wanted.
Was she angry for real?
No.
Okay.
She just said it, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then did they say they are like, or like was it me like you are? Like I don't know. You have to change the whole.
Wait, but they, if you're speaking in the third person, but if you're speaking to them, it's still you, no?
Not to they.
But that's not vocabulary. That doesn't work because they could be multiple. They could be they.
Yeah.
Like I could be like, "Yo, Peter Bowen, they is cool." Let's say, for example, if you want to be a they. But
Yeah.
if I'm speaking to you,
Yeah.
you're Peter Bowen.
Right.
You're still you. Like you is for you and also you people if you're many. So
Yeah.
it'd still be you.
It would be.
If I still refer to you as they, now you're making it up. Now you're just trying to fuck with me because that's not right. But Poseidon, that's fucked up vocabularily. No.
Yeah, it 100% is. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say coincidentally, they rhymes with gay.
But
It was funny in my head.
it was.
This is why he's terrible for stand-up.
He's fun, but he has stories. Like if he's just like this on stage, I think it would. It'd just be like a different.
He has to find his niche.
He has to find. Yeah.
Yeah. Neanderthals.
They don't exist anymore.
I beg to differ, sir. Put the camera on you.
Have you seen the YouTube comments?
Yeah. Have you seen? So they, even if you're speaking directly to them,
Yeah.
like, "Hey, are you coming?" I have to say, "Hey, are they coming?" while I'm looking at you,
I guess like
as if you're not in front of me.
so like instead of saying like you will, it'd be like they'll.
But they'll
is
if I'm speaking about you and you go by they, it makes sense if I'm speaking about you. But if I'm speaking to you and I say they're coming with a question mark, like, are you coming?
So do you
are you guys coming?
So do you need like a plural? So now if you're saying like, yeah, you're right. So if you're saying they're coming, so now do you have to make a plural for the plural?
But that's the thing. Anyways, now it's getting annoying. Now you're fucking around. I'm gonna meet you halfway, but don't overdo it.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just like, you know who I was talking about.
I have no idea.
No, I mean it's they.
Oh, they know.
they know.
They know.
Who, you know. All right, so yeah, it's stand-up comedy. That's
fun.
Let's do it. I love it. What got you into stand-up comedy? I don't know if you ever said that on the podcast. Hate?
I hate not laughing. No, it was stand-up. I always loved stand-up, but I just did an open mic at the Nest because my friends were pushing me for years to do stand-up. I've said this story before, and it's just I didn't think that my type of humor works with strangers. So I was like, yeah, I'm funny to you guys because you know me and you know where I'm coming from. But strangers aren't going to like my sense of humor. So just to put an end to it, I said, I will sign up for an open mic because I'm not scared of speaking publicly. I'm not worried. I'll sign up. But you guys are going to see that it doesn't work in front of the public. They're not going to like it. I'm going to bomb. And then you could stop asking me. I went to the Nest. I signed up. And the opposite happened. People fucking loved it. Yeah. And I was really, really funny. And I was like, oh, fuck. Then I got addicted. Yeah. I was like, I didn't know people respond like this. So then it snowballed. Yeah. And I never stopped. But it was weird because going in, in my head, it was just going to be just a thing. Like, oh, I've done that once. I went on stage on an open mic and I bombed. That was my thought process. And then when it went well with strangers, they all loved it. They laughed. I was like, oh, fuck. And then it just continued.
It was like snowball.
It was like meant.
It's like a weird drug.
It was a weird, and it was weird when you go in expecting, like, it wasn't even that I was expecting to fail because I didn't consider it failure. I thought that's what happens at open mics. People that go that aren't supposed to be there, they just bomb. It's normal. Like, I wasn't embarrassed. I wasn't nervous about bombing. I knew that was like gonna happen. Yeah. And so then when it didn't, that's what rewired me. I was like, wait, what the fuck's happening here? They're responding to this?
Yeah.
I didn't know they would understand what I'm talking about. Exactly. Like, I thought they'd take it in a different, they wouldn't understand my sense of humor. Yeah. But they got it. They got when I was fucking around and it just worked.
Yeah, just because you think like, okay, with your group of friends, it's like they understand your personality.
Yeah, of course they get it.
Yeah,
like yesterday, Joanna said something. She was at the show, and because I was trying out this new joke, and it's a long one. It takes you for loops. It's about race, so you never know. Some people they get just words bother them, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, it's such a weird thing. She goes, knowing you, it works. She goes, but I could see if somebody doesn't know you and they don't know your sense of humor, how they could get mad.
Yeah.
Like, I could see it, like, this guy's a fucking asshole. If they don't know you, but the second they know you, it's hard to not understand where you're going.
With it.
What you mean with it, yeah. So that's why I thought it wasn't going to work on stage the first time, like, because no one knows me. But I guess I give you, if I talk for a couple of minutes, you kind of understand who I am, and you get, oh, he's fucking around.
Yeah, it's just like intent.
You get the sarcasm, yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I hope. Like, I feel like sarcasm is like, I feel like it's like just losing over time, and people are just like forgetting that, like,
what sarcasm is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I'll do the Ghostbusters joke.
Yeah, you were telling me, yeah.
And then
the KKK one.
Yeah, it was just like, and then the whole point is like, okay, the Klan is the ghost and the Black Panthers are the busters, and they bust so then I'd be like, oh, who you gonna call these niggas? And then it was just like, first it was like white women being like, you can't say the N-word. It's like, why?
I can't. Ma'am, if I can't, who can? What are we saying here?
Yeah, and then,
you could say you shouldn't. That I wouldn't argue. If she goes,
I have no problem.
You shouldn't. I'd be like, I get it. You don't want people swearing. I'll get that. But the second they say you can't, I'm like, listen, bitch.
I know you fucked a lot. No, we got it, but these, you know what I mean? But like, then it was like black ladies would be like, no, you can't. And I had like half an hour conversations of why I can't, because it's gonna promote hate and this. I'm like, dude, this is a comedy show. Like,
that would have been the perfect time for me to walk in, start yelling it. You see, and you're like, shut the fuck up, Pantelis. You ruined this for me.
Don't worry, man. Be it they and whoever. But yeah, it was just. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I felt like when I first started, it was just like, I felt like everyone kind of like, it didn't care. It was like you could.
They understood the context of jokes.
Yeah. Just like paint any picture. Yeah, if it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't suck, whatever. But then all of a sudden, like over time, it's just like people are like, oh my god, like I had two guys that were like double dating. And it came up to me and they're like, I wanted to laugh at my girl. He's just getting angry. I'm like, what the?
Bitch, break up with her. Dump her right now. Dump her in front of everyone. It's a gag. Yesterday, I saw that at the Bordel show. We had, so what I like is I'm starting to reach people that didn't know me before. Right. And what you have to do is just find your niche. Just what I've learned. There's a lot of idiots out there who don't get it, but there's a lot of people who get it, and maybe you haven't connected with them yet. Because yesterday we had a lot of first timers.
Yeah.
and that makes me nervous because I'm like, yo, I got some crazy shit that I say. I got a lot of comics on that. But dude, they loved it. There was a lot of Lavalers. They came out from Laval, and they were dying. The harder we'd go, the more fun they would have. A Silly 2.0 yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And they fucking ate it all up. They fucking loved it.
Yeah.
They were getting ripped on. They didn't give a fuck. I was getting ripped on by a Silly, obviously. They didn't give a fuck. They were into it. They were laughing. They were dying. So this niche of people who get it still exists. The problem is they were kind of, the volume went so up on these offended people that didn't get what jokes were that people thought, oh, society's changing. You're not allowed to. It's not that. It's just, there's some people that complain about everything.
Yeah.
Leave them to the side. Let them complain in their corner.
Yeah.
Talk to your niche of people who get it, and you'll be fine. You can't reach everyone. There's going to be people that never will find you funny or will never understand jokes, or people that just hate you. There are actual racists out there. There's people that just won't like us. It's true. So they just won't like us because of who we are. Or that's always going to happen. Don't think about that. You just focus on doing your thing properly, and your niche will come out.
Yeah.
And I think there's more of them. There's more than we think of the people who just like comedy and like to fuck around and aren't offended. I think there's more than we think of them out there.
I think I kind of know, like, it's weird because I kind of, like, I always forget, but I always know because I have a buddy that runs this anime, had like a comedy show. So a talk
Hentai.
Like pretty much hentai.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what it is.
The Hentai Hornet. That's my nickname for you.
The
Hentai Hornet. I love that.
I remember, you posted on your story. I was like, yo, dude. But here's the thing. My buddy, so he a talkathon is like a convention, almost like a Comic-Con.
Otakus are like the hardcore anime fans, right?
Supposed to be, yeah.
Okay.
Supposed to be, and they're very like once you say, and it's weird because it's almost like Comic-Con, but I find they're really into, like, you have Comic-Con where people are like, oh, I like comics, but these guys are like really into anime, like they're just like heavy. So
like they know all the backstories and they dress up like them. And
like if I say a segment in a show that no one really watches,
they'll know.
They'll know. And
you mean episode 74, but the one that was subbed and dubbed in English, and that, like, they know all that stuff.
They know. Or if I say something like, just like, I'm just making it up, they'll be like, what show is that? I've watched every series this quarter. I didn't see any. I was like, what the? No.
These people are the onos that you refer to as otakus.
Yeah, to be like otakus or weebs,
Autists.
Autistics. No.
Am I wrong?
No. Weeaboos, I heard it's the term.
I've never heard of
weeaboos. Yeah, weeboos. So my buddy
Heebs.
Heebs.
This is Josh. If Josh gets into it, it's the Heebs.
Oh, that's why I would definitely want you guys into this. You'd be perfect.
For weeaboos, a non-Japanese person, stereotypically an unsociable white male who is overtly infatuated with Japanese culture, a loser Japanophile.
A loser Japanophile. Jesus Christ.
They usually look like this.
What is that?
And one of my buddies dresses like that. Like,
I think that guy. Hold on, go back. I think he's headlining The Nest.
No.
I saw him. God damn. All right.
So, well, my buddy, so the talkathon is like the big thing. So they're like, yeah, we have a room of 1,000 people. You want to like do a show there? They're like, yeah, for sure, And then we go in the showroom. So he made one show which is like regular anime, PG-13, because there's teenagers, and then he'll do a hentai show.
Oh,
at night, and this is how wild this convention is, right? So. They have hentai nights where you just watch hentai.
But hentai is animated porn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like 200 people. This is not
jerking off.
Like, just like they're there. They're just
like the porno theater.
It's a porno theater.
So there's dudes jacking it.
But no. They have security to legit like put the flashlight. They're like, okay, put your hands up, like to make sure like no
one's jacking off.
So
it seems like too much effort. If I was putting on comedy shows, and I had to stop the show every 2 minutes to make sure no one's jerking off, I'd get tired. I'd stop doing it.
But no, they're invested. They all, and it's weird because like, let's say like a character, like it'd be like this one like schoolgirl chick, and she has like this huge penis, and she's just spraying all over the place. It'll be like 200 people. As soon as she starts going off, it was like 200 people like, yeah, fucking, they're all clapping. It's another level. Like I didn't know. Like you said, well, you didn't know there was a niche out there.
Filth.
It's just there's that one girl actually. I was telling my boy like, dude, I don't believe what I'm seeing. And then there was 2 girls in the crowd. It was a good ratio too. It was like maybe like 60 to 40% girls.
Oh wow, okay.
And then the girls like
goblins or attractive.
Some were attractive, some were
The goblin ratio is high though. Right? The goblin, I would imagine the goblin ratio would be high. Yeah.
Straight out of Harry Potter. No,
it happened.
That's freaking. So these 2 girls, I remember they told me like, could you shut the fuck up? We're watching a movie. I like legit, and I was like. But there's nothing, the ending. Like I don't. But
ma'am, it ends with them coming. Sorry to ruin it for you.
But I remember it was like so the hentai comedy show, I remember we were waiting in the back, and this is like a 1,000 fucking people, and we hearing banging, and we didn't know where the bang's coming from. It was like, dude, they want to get it starts at 10. They were there at like 8:50, banging on the doors to get in. I'm like, what did you think is gonna happen in here? It was crazy. It's like maybe
You told me I can't jerk off during that movie, but you didn't say anything about before the movie.
That's why. Yeah.
We've outsmarted you, Peter Bowen.
That's what it was great. Yeah, it was a wild experience. Then I'm like, okay, there's a niche for me, guys. For me, like just like for everything, like whether it's anime or just sports or wildness or just being wild. Like I like that. And so,
how about this? How about you hook me up? I do my own TED Talk at Otakuthon. An hour on why the Ronin Warriors is the greatest anime ever made.
I
will do that.
I was so happy. Like when I came in, I'm like, dude, that is. I remember watching that on ABC like way back in the day, and I was like, yo, like I didn't know what anime was really.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first one I was exposed to.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh shoot, now seeing that again, I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking.
Ronin Warriors was the shit.
It was. It was
dark, violent. It was cool. It had that.
Tiger that transformed.
Yeah, White Blaze,
White
bro.
Blaze. Yeah, it was like the red guy. Then he turned to white. Yo, that was fucking. I was like,
fucking dope as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like coming from Power Rangers, so I was like Power Rangers, and then I saw this. I'm like, oh, this is the business, man.
I've been trying, but they will not respond to me because I am a gaijin. I am a non-Japanese man. Yeah. I've been trying to get the rights from Sunrise Studios for maybe 10 years. I've been trying to just option the rights.
Yeah.
For a new show and or video game or anything, and because they've just put it to sleep, they're not doing anything with the property. So let me make you some money.
No, they won't do it.
But they won't respond to me because I am not a Japanese.
Yeah, 100%. It's funny that you say gaijin too. I remember in Japan, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
like I think me and my boy maybe heard it on the side and we didn't realize. Then it was like I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that was like a racist term.
It's just foreigner.
Foreigner, yeah.
It's like how Greeks say xeno, like not. Xeno, like a foreigner, not of us. I get it. People get offended, gaijin, but it's not. It's like just saying foreigner. If somebody calls me, if I'm in a foreign country and they call me a foreigner, I'm not offended. I am in fact a foreigner.
Shit.
If they drop the N-bomb, different story.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like if it like I guess in certain parts we see like white people coming in a black area, we be like, oh, these niggas, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. And I get what. I get it. I'm not from there. I get they're correct. Yeah. But gaijin. So they were calling you. Yeah, I'm a gaijin. There, you're a gaijin. Yeah.
No, they didn't call me. They didn't call me specifically, but I heard. We heard it, and then we didn't really. Like, I think we just passed by. Like we didn't really.
You're a non-Japans. That's what it is. Yeah.
But it was weird in Tokyo. They were kind of like an old man just like started. Like, he just said "Ohayou gozaimasu" and we was
like, "What you say, motherfucker?"
No. We're just like, how do you know we speak Japanese? Like we don't speak Japanese. How do you know that? But like it's just kind of like they expect it. And if
yeah, because it's a different country than ours here, so I understand why. Everyone speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would assume that you speak Japanese.
There's like they didn't care. Like they don't care if like, oh, maybe he doesn't know. No. Just we're gonna say it and you're gonna say it back, and that was it. And even one old lady, like it's nighttime and it was like four of us, and we're like,
the knight is walking towards me.
No, they're just like
four knights are walking towards me.
It was different. Like legit, I remember this old lady like saw us, just looked at us, and just like walked off. I'm like, that's different. Like, dude, like if that was like the States, like 4 police guys would have just showed up and just like. But there it was just like the police were actually like hiding behind trees. It was weird. It was like
they saw you and they hid behind a tree.
Like legit, like they're like kind of watching us. Some of them were just cool. They're just normal. But I remember the 2 guys were kind of like watching us, and then we looked at them, and they're just like behind the tree. I'm like, this is so different.
Is ridiculous.
This is so different. Like what is?
But did you speak any Japanese?
No, I didn't really speak. My buddy actually. Not the other one, but like the other one. we could talk if you want, but
leave. We're not gonna throw him on the bus. Yeah.
I don't know, but the other one. And one of my buddies, he just like, because they assumed I watch anime, but I'm like, I kind of like stopped watching it as heavy as I used to. I used to watch it like all the time. Like every night I would come home and just like, it was just like anime,
Dragon Ball,
Warcraft, and that's all I was doing.
Poseidon's a big Warcraft guy.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. Well,
dude,
what's your specs?
Warcraft and Warhammer.
What was your?
He's a war guy.
Warhammer. Oh, Warhammer is sick though.
40K or Warhammer?
40K or fantasy?
Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah. 40K. I couldn't get into the 40K. There was a video game a while ago. I played the Space Marine one where you had the chainsaw and shit. You walked around, fuck shit up.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm in. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm in. I heard Chainsaw Space. I'm in.
But dude, Warcraft, especially Warcraft 3, was a big part of my childhood, bro.
Yo, that was the thing. I
He used to play Warcraft in childhood. He used to play World of Warcraft while his uncle molested him.
Exactly.
It shaped him.
That's how good it was. I was
I-
able to play while getting molested.
Yeah.
So you guys are not even winning games where you're That's
But how old are you, Peter?
I'm 36.
Oh, okay, you're older than me.
Yeah, you look divorced, but you're younger.
No, I remember my fondest memory actually, which was weird. Like my parents are good, like good people, but like I remember I had Warcraft 3. No, Warcraft World of Warcraft 2. It was like a versus like a fast team strategy type game.
Yeah.
And then my buddy said, "Oh, just try it out, just to get used to like you understand how everybody is." And then I just remember I was supposed to go to cadets for one time, and then I was late, and my dad's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" And then I had a burnt version of Marvel's Capcom for Dreamcast.
Oh yeah, where you could burn games so easily.
And then you had the boot disc. And then I had my World of Warcraft 2 strategy game. And I remember he just went in my closet, and it was in obscure. I don't even know how he found it. He just look at it, and he just looks up top, takes the disc, and he just chucks it. And I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Like that was my memory of like my first Warcraft game. Telling my buddy like, yeah, my dad broke it.
And he broke it because he thought that's what makes you late for the cadets.
Yeah, but I'm not playing. It's not in the computer.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't get he doesn't get technology as.
And then what happened with the cadets?
Cadet. No, it was just like cadets was like a weird. It was like a after school special thing. It was weird. It was like you just went there. You did all the military stuff, but then you learned stuff that you did in high school.
Like what military stuff? You learn how to chuck grenades? Like what did they teach you?
No, they do teach you how to shoot a .22.
My buddy Preach was in the cadets.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he says good things. He had good fond memories.
I had great memories but it felt like another high school. It felt another high school. It was the same things. It was just like a lot of parties. It was cool. It was a lot of like you're all teens, so you're just like you just find a house party and you just go in. But other than that, it was just like more marching and.
Did it set you straight?
No. Nah, not at all. Like it actually I met all the drug dealers through that.
Isn't that how it always works? How amazing is life? You try so hard, and the universe is like, "Go fuck yourself." I'm a current.
Yeah. And like people just have like knives and stuff, and I'm like, "What the? You're 13. Like what's happening?" Like
That's amazing.
Ready for war, Peter. That's why I joined the cadets.
Cadets was fun. It was fun, but it was a waste of time. There was no point. Like I didn't go to reserves. I think like my dad tried to get me into reserves.
Your dad tried to send you to the military.
Yeah, he tried to get me into. So I remember.
Why does he want you to get killed?
Because he loves me. But
you need to go to Afghanistan. Why do I need to go? Because I'm tired of paying.
I'm tired of paying your shit. Pay for your own shit. No, I remember when I was like 18. He's like, "Yo, you should join it." So I did the medical. So I was on my way to do. The medical, I think you had to do it at Natalis Plus, and then they have a girl that actually like records everything and then sends it to the main office.
Yeah.
So I remember on my way there, I think it was just when the Afghanistan thing was just starting, and then I remember I was supposed to go into communications. And then, so I'm going there, and then I hear on the radio like, "Oh, communications officer just got beheaded in Afghanistan," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm failing this test."
Yeah,
I'm like, so I'm doing everything. I'm like, I can only do 4 push-ups. I'm like, oh, no chin-ups. And
I think I shit my pants.
And then I think it was like the next week. They're like, "Okay, Peter, come in." I'm like, "Bro, you saw my test, bro. Like, there's no way you're gonna take anybody." And I'm like, "Okay, this Canadian
military is bullshit." That's so funny that you tried to fail. You seemed physically and mentally handicapped, and they're like, "You're the kind of person we're looking for in the military."
As a meat shield.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be surprised, but all of the good athletes don't want to be part of this war. Anyone who could think realizes we're not supposed to be in Iraq.
Never got. We never cleared the air on that. We just went in like, yeah, there's nothing there, and we just went out.
We never, dude, cleared the air. More than clear the air. We haven't paid for the crimes of being there. We haven't. George Bush has never apologized.
No.
He had a slip up. It was such a. You saw that video? That was that slip up where he about the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Where he goes, you can't just have people. What do you say? Under false pretenses. Invading Iraq. He's like, oh, sorry. I mean, the Ukraine. He's like, Iraq too. And I'm like, God damn, bro. God damn.
can I say he is my favorite president?
Why?
Because in
least he
terms
was-
of interviewing, of interviews, he was the most funniest guy. Like Trump was just being.
Taken down for this. Hold up.
Hold on. No, yeah, skip to when he says what he says.
Yeah.
Go back.
I think it's here because it's the most replayed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the volume up.
Hold up.
Listen to this bad boy.
Is it on the correct volume settings? Let me just double check.
Oh, boy. Our boy, Bushy.
Guy, he was so funny, man.
GW?
He should have been a comedian.
Him?
Yeah.
Trump should have been a comic.
But he's.
And the decision of one man
Yeah.
to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. I mean, of Ukraine.
You won.
In Iraq, too? In Iraq, that's the best part. And he's like, yeah, fuck it. It is what it is.
We gotta replay that shit, bro.
Yeah,
A
okay.
wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. I mean, of Ukraine. Iraq, too. Anyway.
Bro, this motherfucker.
He's amazing. He's amazing. I remember he used to have like there's montages when he was in presidency, like all his slip ups, and dude, it was like almost like I think maybe an hour. Most like I've never died harder.
Well, you know he was a big cokehead.
I heard about that later
Yeah.
on. I heard
He had to
about it.
fight it because he wanted to prove a point that he could become president because his dad, I think, viewed him as a fuck up.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, so he went on to try to prove a point. This guy wasn't a bad guy because even the war in Iraq, it was all chained. He was getting bullied basically.
Yeah.
You even saw it when he was nervous, when he was sitting there when September 11th happened.
Yeah.
When he was sitting there with that book in that children's
Kids,
class and it was
yeah.
upside down and he's nervously looking around because so he's fucked over because he was getting briefed by Cheney.
Yeah.
So from what we know, because there was briefings before we don't know if it was planned or if basically they knew that it was going to happen and they just avoided doing anything, so they have an excuse to go to war.
Yeah.
So the fact that he had heard about it before, that this might happen, and then it happened that day, you could see in his head, he's like, is it them? Is it us on purpose? Did we let this? So all this shit's going on in this guy's head, and he's got no fucking power. Cheney will kill him. Cheney shoots his enemies in the face.
And friends.
And friends. Yeah, frenemies, bro.
Yeah, man.
So you could tell that this guy's like, what the fuck do I do? So I love the fact that he knew like this slip up when he's like, yeah, Iraq too. Something that he's never admitted to. They lied so much instead of admitting. But he was always scared to go against that cocksucker Cheney. Cheney was an evil dude.
Yeah, I think most of them like they just remember JFK and they're like, okay, let's
Just shut the fuck up.
keep quiet.
But
man.
Cheney, that motherfucker had plans, bro. This guy had plans for years on what he wanted to do. This guy just wanted. It was like a whole reshaping of America. Same thing with the Patriot Act. Like all these people lost their rights.
Yeah.
For right after 9/11 and just
Security.
accepted it.
Yeah.
And like, freedom and security. Are you willing to give up your freedoms for security? But the security's fake because you're letting it happen. Like the FBI, Poseidon, there's I don't know if there's a good article about this or we have to go one by one. But dude, the FBI, someone was telling me this and I had looked it up and it's true. Most of the big events that happen, like bad events, shootings and this and that, bro, the FBI not only knows about the people that do it, but sometimes they were the ones who give them the money.
To give him, yeah.
Yeah, and they set them up. They give them the weapons, the money, and then either they stop them at the 0 hour. They're like, we caught this guy, but you're the ones who fucking funded him and pushed him to do it.
Yeah.
Or they miss their chance at the end, and there's a mass fucking shit that happens, and they're like, yeah, we've been monitoring this guy. Well, don't admit that you were monitoring a guy that ended up killing people.
It's crazy how this is fucking common knowledge, bro.
It's not common knowledge.
Well, not
It's
common
not
knowledge. Sorry, it's like it's out there. Public. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
it is. Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
out there.
But it's always the same argument. On the news, they always say the same argument. The FBI was monitoring this man. What more could they have done? But the question should be, they were monitoring this man.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Yeah.
Why were they? So if they knew, what do you mean? What more could have been done? They already know what's happening. Why didn't they stop him? That's the only thing. That's what's more is stop him.
Yeah. But
Or don't give him guns. Don't give him money.
Because then they could fall in the excuse like, oh, we're following regulations. Like we want to make sure we have all the evidence, and then we slipped up. If they slipped up, it's like, well, we didn't have the evidence at the time.
Something I don't know.
Yeah,
But you remember the time where the FBI and the CIA they tried to arrest each other?
No, I didn't hear about this.
There was a bust. There was like a massive drug bust, and you found
I
out
heard
like
about this.
the FBI was trying to bust them, but you found out that it was all cops, basically cops. It was all CIA and FBI. They were both pretending to be, so they were just fighting each other.
Some Scooby Doo type
Yeah,
of
some
situation.
Scooby Doo type of shit.
So silly.
Yeah.
But it's the same. But it's weird because like if you can look at the conspiracy theory, and then you can look at like kind of like because like COVID kind of like opened my eyes to like two different things. It's like, yeah, like, okay, like obviously I don't want to put anything hot air in the thing, but
Yeah.
it's like, but like I would say like, okay, let's say let the flip. We already know about one side how one people feel, but like then you look at the flip side. It's like, okay, imagine if there actually is something that could fuck everybody up, like kill, and then watch how everybody acted, and it's like, oh fuck, like. So now you're like, okay, we kind of need the security to kind of like control people because people are kind of dumb, but at the same time, it's like, I think people would survive anyway, but it's just a lot of losses. But it's like, do you want to like, so you want to be the guy that's in charge of the country when like everybody's
stupid?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. There's a lot of dumb people, and COVID kind of showcased that.
Yeah.
Like people just panic reacted.
Yeah.
There was no listen to reason.
No.
I got into arguments with people. I got into argument with a girl who started crying. She just didn't want to. I was just presenting her with some facts. I was like, well, what about this? What about this? And her reaction wasn't like, oh, okay, let me look into that. Her reaction started crying because like her worldview got shattered.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
So instead of being like, oh, fuck, I didn't know that, let me look into this, it was just bawling out crying. I can't take this anymore. I don't want to talk. And I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
I
Same thing with Rogan. You remember what happened to Rogan?
Yeah, with the journey, yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, they bullshitted, they lied, all kind of people. No one decided to do a Google search.
Yeah, they just tinted his the video.
Yeah, they tinted the video to make him look sick. That was hilarious. But no one did a Google search to be like, what is ivermectin? No one did any of that. They just like, they said it's for a horse. He's taking horse stuff. And then you know what I would have said if I wasn't anybody? I never got COVID.
No,
it never happened.
I got it.
Yeah, everybody I know got. I still haven't gotten it. But if I had it at the time, the thing that I would do is I would look at people who I know publicly had it and what they used to get better. I would want to emulate that.
Yeah.
So when I looked at Rogan, Trump, Boris Johnson, all the people that would get it,
yeah,
and then their treatments were hydroxy. I know hydroxychloroquine was for Trump in the beginning, but ivermectin and the antibody treatment that they were doing, the monoclonal antibody treatment. I'd be like, okay, they were better in 2 days.
Yeah,
I would like to do the same thing.
Yeah, but
instead people were like, this is crazy. I don't want to get better. That's for horses. And then people are dying in hospitals. Like, wait a second. Why are you allowing people who you consider elite, whether they're presidents, rich comedians, anything like that, that have access to that? And especially Rogan's telling you, he's like, look, I have access to this. This is amazing. This would help me to get over it in 2 days. Instead of you being like, I would like to use what helped him so I could be helped. You're like, I don't want that. I want to go in the hospital with these people for 3 weeks. It's mental.
Yeah.
Why would you? Like, they got better.
Yeah. But I mean,
dude, Donald Trump was on a steady diet of cheeseburgers and nonsense.
Yeah.
And he got over it in 2-3 days with the hydroxychloroquine and all that shit. So I would be like, yeah, give me whatever you gave the fat 70-year-old that helped him. I would like access to that in case I need it.
But at the same time, no one could afford the healthcare that he could afford.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
But we know what they took, and what they took was available. We just didn't want to give it. The ivermectin, the hydroxychloroquine, all that shit was available. We just didn't want to give it to people. We started saying this is bad. No, it's crazy. If it's bad, why'd you give it to the president?
Well, yeah,
they started saying this is bad, and I think when people started buying it anyways, I think they tried to ban it or something.
Yeah, they tried to ban it. I know in France they had issues with that. It's just crazy to me when I'm seeing people say two different things. Like, well, he has access to it because he's the president. Okay, so you're saying he has access to it because he's the president. It's so good. But then why are you saying it's for horses and you don't want it? If he used it and it made him better.
Yeah, it's whatever that narrative.
But even if it was for horses, if it works, it
That's
works.
what I'm saying. Yeah, what the fuck do I care?
I'm hungry like a horse.
Yeah.
There you go.
So all that shit was mind-boggling to me. I'd be like, they're using it. So he's using it. Aaron Rodgers, I guess, when he got sick, he told him the same thing. He goes, yo, go do this because that's what worked for me. It worked for him. So it's working for all these people.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I be like, I don't want it? It's crazy to me.
No, it depends on the narrative. I guess it depends on the narrative. Like the news is like, okay, look, listen, we want
Fuck the news. It's all nonsense.
Yeah, but people still, you could see that people are like, okay, man, we need a voice.
Yeah, they trust them too much. They trust the news way too much.
Way too. Like, okay, it's horse medicine. We can't do that. We gotta go.
It's horse medicine. It was used for people for years, but the second Rogan takes it, now it's for horses.
Yeah,
there's a horse-paste version of it, and there's a human version. Just like everything else, there's stuff for like my dog. Sometimes she'll need antibiotics.
Yeah, no.
There's stuff for everyone, bro.
Look, I'm gonna take whoever sponsors the news. We're gonna take that stuff. That's all.
Just so you know, I drink a lot of water, which is also known as the stuff you clean toilets with.
Yeah,
and it's also what my dog drinks. So it's basically dog food.
But if you buy from
should I be embarrassed?
No, but if you buy from Nestle, it's okay.
How dare you? Shame, Pantelis. Shame.
That whole thing, it showed to me how dumb people are when like their whole look at your boy Rogan, he's taking horse medication. I was like, well, it's not. You could just Google and find out it's not horse medication.
Yeah.
But also, did it work?
Yeah.
Did Trump take the same thing? Did Boris Johnson? All these political leaders do that same cocktail, and they were out in 2 days. Other comedians, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It worked. So then why don't you shut the fuck up and try to get access to it if ever you get sick?
Yeah.
Instead of, it's so nuts to me.
But like you're telling them to think outside the box. Where some people like they like going to 9 to 9 to 5 job. Look, listen, I just want to turn my brain off. The manager tells me what the schedule is.
Yeah,
what do I
it's
do?
just-
Just like okay, whatever. Just follow whatever the plan is.
I want to save myself. If I know that something works, I'd rather go with the thing that I know works. I don't care what the rumor is. Like this thing's been around for so long.
Yeah, but that's insanity to most people. So it's like, just.
It was insane, but that was for me. That was like the measurement we used to talk about a lot. We're like, this is how you know people are fucking crazy. Yeah. So the video of Rogan talking was already available online.
Yeah,
and you could see that they altered the color when they put it on the CNN page. They made him. They did that to me with an article here in the Quebec newspaper. They made me super white. And I already thought that my skin is very pale. I'm one of the whitest people. Remember the picture, Poseidon?
Yeah,
they made me
remember.
super white, and because they were trying to promote one of my shows, and I guess because they thought, in order to sell this show, we got to show that he's a Quebecer. Yeah. So then they referred to me as a Quebecer, as a Greek Quebecer, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious, bro. They fucking they whitewashed me.
Make one mistake, man. All of a sudden you have a do rag.
Yeah, exactly. I have a big chain right here. I'm like this.
This is he's just a deadhead.
But it was so funny. I was like, wow,
medicine.
I'm actually starting to see this media stuff because I know the photo. The photo was taken from I have the real photo, and the real photo is not white. It's not super exposed like that. I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing.
You're happy they're promoting.
No, I was just happy that like to see it happen to me. I was like, oh. The media is crazy because I saw the media doing that to Mike for years.
Oh, wow.
They were taking stuff out of context. They were purposely lying, and I could see it. And I was like, "This is crazy." But then when the picture over the summer, and then they refer to me like I used to be like an immigrant. This is a Greek guy. But then they're like, "No, we like him now, so he's a Quebecer." And I was like, "This is amazing. The media is crazy."
You ever see?
But I am a Quebecer. I was born here.
Yeah, but you gotta hyphenate it. You gotta boost that. You gotta boost those ratings, man.
It's so crazy.
You ever see when I think they're doing a Obama inauguration and then a Trump inauguration on Fox News? No. And then they apparently used Obama's footage from his inauguration.
Oh,
on
that's
Trump's.
amazing.
And then the guy from what's his name? Jon Stewart from Daily Planet called it out. And then on Fox News, they're like, "Yeah, you caught us," and it's like, "No," but like, there's a YouTube video of that, and then. I don't know.
Did they say that?
He straight said it on air.
Okay, that makes me like Fox News.
Yeah,
because they never admit to it.
Yeah, no, they'll admit to like if they don't get caught, they won't admit to it. But that was the first time he's like, yeah, you caught us. And
I appreciate that.
I was like, holy. I was like, what? I was like, but yo, son,
that's mental. It's also mental. Just show us what's happening.
Yeah, that's. But it's like that's what it like. But people have been saying it for years. You see it in like
We'll tell you this is Trump's inauguration. You're like, Trump had like, is there a group of black people dancing? Are we sure this is from the same inauguration? Yeah, bro. It's a
same thing.
Fucking black icon. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's his wife, Camilla.
How funny would it be if they just superimpose his head? You're like, his hands are black. What the fuck's happening, bro? You guys didn't try at all. There's so much technology that you guys could have faked this. What are we doing?
That was
the news is fucking insane, dude. And I'm seeing it now with CTV.
Yeah.
Dude, the craziest shit.
Yeah.
Dude, they just had a breaking news story on CTV. Breaking news.
Oh.
Trans fats are dangerous for your health. Bro, we knew this, first of all, for, 20 years?
Yeah.
We've been told this, but it's breaking news now.
Yeah.
I guess too many people are getting health problems. And also, if it was cis fats, I don't think it would be a problem.
No.
But the trans fats are an issue. But yeah, dude, it's been 10 years, 20 years we know this, that it's dangerous for you. That's why I stopped eating all that garbage, the sugar, the refined sugar and all that. It'll kill you. It'll cause cancer. We knew this. How is this breaking news?
Because we didn't say they in front of it. So
that's what it is. Yeah,
they're fat.
They just need an excuse. Like, we got to put something with trans in title. We got to get this in the algorithm.
I don't know. Like
trans fats are super dangerous.
Yeah, but like, remember like the food tree, like the okay, breakfast and this and that, and it was like
the pyramid.
Yeah, the pyramid, but it was
the pyramid was trash too.
It was trash. I was like, holy, you were killing people. You were killing people from jump. Like,
dude, people didn't believe it. I think Poseidon had to bring it up one day that the pyramid had do you remember the pyramid had some fucked up shit that we weren't supposed to have in the food pyramid, and then we found out it was because of lobbies at the time.
Yeah,
lobbies were paying for it. Bring up the old food pyramid.
Yeah, it was like, whoa.
Click on it. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, so for example, that bottom,
like the bottom,
is completely wrong.
Yeah,
but that's not the food pyramid.
6
that's
to 11, sir. Hold on.
Oh, dude. like most people don't even eat like white bread and rice or anything like that. Like if you're trying to be like super healthy.
Yeah, white bread is terrible for you. All that bread's terrible for you.
Yeah.
Like the bread that's made here in North America.
Yeah, I think this is the old one, the one that didn't make sense. They were saying have like meats and stuff as least as possible, vegetables less, and then have mostly bread, cereal, rice, and pasta.
Yeah, insane. Or you should be mostly having meats and vegetables.
Yeah, it should be, exactly, it should be the opposite.
Yeah, man, and usually that bottom is like that's what gets you tired. That's what freaking gets you sleepy.
Yeah.
Then you just listen, go listen to 6 o'clock news. You're tired. You just listen to the fucking just information.
It should have been fruits and veggies at the bottom.
Veggies.
Veggies.
It's all about the veggies.
With servings, hey. And then the meats right in the middle up top, and then the food, bread, pasta, cereal, and then the fats, oils, and the shit.
Dude, avoid all that, man. If you guys can, I'm telling you, I'm living proof now that I've done it for over a year.
Yeah,
I never felt better. I lost a lot of weight.
What do you do?
Proteins.
Yeah,
like meats, fish, all that, vegetables.
Yeah,
and I cut off once in a while. I have some bread, maybe a dessert, but it's rare. I don't do it daily. I cut off bread, rice, all the carbs.
Yeah,
I cut the fucking shit out of them, and I feel so much better, dude.
Yeah,
no sugar. Very rare, right? Like once a month, if ever I feel like cake or whatever. But like I'll still allow myself.
Yeah.
But in general, dude, meats, veggies, cheese. I have a lot of cheese. I love cheese.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a crazy diet or whatever. It's pretty open. Less calories. Take in less calories than you need a day. It's hard in the beginning, but then you get used to it. And I have more energy. I'm better at sports. I lost a lot of weight. I feel better.
Yeah, but you do a lot of activities, so it's like, yeah, of course you have to eat. You definitely have to eat way better than me. Like I feel tired sometimes when I just like sometimes just like I'll drink like coffees or just Red Bulls and stuff like that. It's
just
like,
to prime you up. It doesn't help. If you're eating like shit, it won't do enough for you. But if you're eating well, it could help boost you. But if your body's too tired already because you're putting too much starch in it and shit, and it's hard for your body to get rid of it. That's what I noticed is when I eat too much of that garbage.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm 400 pounds. I don't feel good in my skin. And it's hard for you to get rid of it. You don't feel good for days.
Yeah.
When you take in all that shit.
But I find that I have a buddy that like really you try to do like the keto diet or whatever. I forget
keto.
I forget like those type and I remember
it was all meat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, you could go all meat, but I don't do all meat. I do meat, but I do fish, vegetables, a lot of vegetables, cheese.
Oh, I think keto is all meat. It's basically keto is no. I think keto is no bread, no sugar.
I don't do no bread, no sugar. So maybe I'm keto.
Yeah, I think you do keto. Because then there's the carnivore diet. That's the one that's...
I don't do the carnivore diet. And I love meat, but it's just because I also love cheese. I love vegetables. So I don't want to just do meat. And you need, from what I know, you need vegetables.
Yeah, that's
be healthy.
A ketogenic diet should consist of about 60 to 80% fat, 10 to 30% protein, and no more than 5 to 10% of carbs.
Yeah, I don't take carbs. And I also take my vitamins every day. I have vitamin D, C, zinc, omega-3s. I take all that.
I should do it. But you know what's weird? When I had COVID and I took the vitamin, like the all multivitamin thing, it was weird. Like I remember when I when I had COVID, I would like start coughing out and my lips would have like the vitamin powder. Like it was weird. It was like I had like orange. So I don't understand what COVID was. It was weird. It was weird because I noticed I started spitting out and I was like, oh shit, this is like the vitamin thing. So I don't know if it was like almost like a food poisoning effect or...
Well, I've heard a lot of... Because I never got it. Poseidon, when you had it, did you have diarrhea? What did you...
I had diarrhea.
Well, it was basically the flu really intensely for a day. That was it. I was shaking. I was cold. It lasted, I would say, about 14, 15 hours.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 14, 15 hours. I was basically very weak. I couldn't even hold up like a cup of water.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how I avoided it.
And I was shaking.
It makes sense.
That I avoided getting it?
Yeah, if you have a strong like immune, like if you don't.
But I was out there, dude. When it was like, you understand, I was shaking hands. I was seeing thousands of people a week. We even had Mike's tour.
Yeah.
And even before, right before everything closed off, you remember this, Poseidon?
Yeah.
Shows at the bordels, just seeing people hugging, all that. I was like prime candidate to get it. And then I thought maybe I got it and I had no symptoms.
Yeah.
So months later, when they were pushing the vaccines, I said, let me go get antibody testing. Because if I got it and I'm good, I have the antibodies, I'm not getting a shot. Yeah. I already have the antibodies. And I went, my antibodies came back negative. I didn't even have the antibodies. And for some reason, I couldn't catch it.
Oh, shit.
I was like, what the fuck? So then everybody started getting it around me. He got it. I was like, okay, now I'm going to catch it. Nothing.
Well, coincidentally, I got it when I stopped taking my vitamins.
It could be related. It could be related.
Yeah, because I hadn't taken vitamins, I think, for like a week or two.
And it caught him.
Because I was staying outside of the city and I didn't bring my shit with me.
Take your Ds. If you want to follow what I do, I take C, D, zinc, omega-3s. I also take Bs to help, like B12, help with digestion.
Yeah.
And Man, I'm trying to think. I don't want to forget anything that I'm telling people. I take that's basically what I take.
Yeah, like I try because I
C,
remember
D, B. Yeah.
because
Zinc.
I remember I started doing it during like the lockdowns, and I was like, and my buddy's like, yo, dude, you know, we're not outside. You should start getting introduced to like, you know, taking more vitamins. And stuff. I was like, okay. And then when I got COVID, and I remember I just remember like everything around my lips was just like orange, like saliva. It was just weird. So
It's because you weren't digesting. You were sick, so it hadn't to do with the vitamins. I think it's because you weren't digesting properly.
it could be like my conspiracy in my head. Like I'm just like making up shit. Like
These vitamins are killing me.
fucking
No,
like
vitamins are good for you.
yeah, no, yeah, dude, it's my own pyramid. No, no, joke. No, but no, they are good. They're like I noticed it with my buddy. But like this is the heaviest I've ever been. Like I think like I'm 240 now. This is the heaviest.
How did you know that you were getting heavy, or like?
Like I knew, look, during COVID, I think I was like 260 at one point, and I was like, okay, this is like. But like when I started working in the factory, like it was just like a lot of heavy. So I know that I eat a lot of starch, but like it helped me for work just because like I noticed
You were stronger.
like I needed that. I needed that to like kind of like, you know, like as soon as I started lifting stuff, because some of the items were like 200 pounds like normally, and then it was like 500 pound stuff and they weren't using like regular like
Or forklifts or anything?
they use forklifts, but like for like rare occasions. So it'd be like you're lifting like 500 pound things with like hand
God
jacks.
damn.
So like and sometimes I remember it was like me and this guy like, and then another guy would be like, okay, we gotta like lift this unit to put it on another unit in the truck. We're like, oh dude, this is like bullshit. Like what is this shit, man? And
We need robots.
yeah, that's I swear to God that place needed it but I noticed that everybody was strong there. Like even the females, like everybody was freaking strong. Like it was freaking crazy.
Where's the factory? What area?
It was Monte-Delias, near Côte-Delias.
Okay. Fuck, man. I don't know if it's the same factory. There's a lot of factories back there.
Yeah.
I have a store years ago. You know Dano?
Yeah.
We met close to, that's like where Du Collège Metro is, right?
Yeah, like near, like if you could take
Okay. We went to Du Collège Metro. This was years ago, dude. I didn't have a car, so goddamn, this might have been pre-2010. I might have not even been doing stand-up or podcasting yet. Like, that's how long ago this was.
Yeah.
But I remember a situation where we were there with one of his friends, and we were going, it was a Saturday, it was the middle of the day, and we're going to a factory where the friend worked at. But he wasn't working. I forgot why we were going there. He needed to pick up a paycheck. I don't know what the fuck is happening. So he brings us into the factory, and the factory had random shit. Like, when I say random, it's not like a company and, okay, they make straws. They had Harry Potter books, all of them. Like, they even gave me, he's like, bro, they're a spare, just grab whatever you want. I remember they had given me the entire collection of Harry Potter books the guy had given me, but I never read them. I never got into Harry Potter, so I just had them. I gave them to someone, I think. But all kinds of random shit. They had, like, toys. But it didn't make any sense to me because it wasn't like, you know, company has something they do.
Yeah.
Shirts. This was random shit from random companies.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their business model was. Yeah. But it was, you could grab anything. It was assorted shit.
You know where you went? You went to I think there's a factory that basically sells return pallets from stores or stuff that they didn't sell.
Maybe, I don't know.
So they buy them, so they'll have pallets of this shit.
They had cool shit though. They had, like, if I was in, like, they had books, toys. I didn't see any shirts, my memory doesn't.
I think I'm gonna get into that soon. I found a company here in Montreal too. They have like.
Well, this was in Montreal. This was Du Collège Metro.
Yeah, I think
we
it's
walked
there too.
Yeah, because I think my buddy. Yeah, I think it might have been the same place. My buddy. I think he worked for something similar to that, or with Comic-Con or something. And I remember he's like, "Oh, dude, you want to get the Marvel Encyclopedia?" This is like years ago. He's like, "You want to get the Marvel Encyclopedia? It has like everything." We're like, "Oh yeah, fuck it, yeah." And it was like a hardcover,
and they had it,
for
free.
No, I think I paid. Yeah, he had it for free, I guess. But he's like, "Oh, like if you pay me," I'm like, "Okay, we'll just pay him like $25."
Oh shit, it's over $100 normally. That.
Yeah, usually it's like especially hardcovers. So and it was like laminated. So we're like, yeah, fuck it. We just bought it. It was like, oh shoot, like, the stats of all the Marvel characters. But then
it's so stupid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was dumb because like they didn't like you could tell like the people that wrote it didn't care. Like it was it's like oh yeah, the Captain America's max strength, and then the big Hulk is max strength. It's like okay, well then like what? Like I didn't need to know
his dick size.
That's funny.
Hulk has a huge penis. When he's angry, you don't want to see it when he's angry.
Yeah, they had like I think I had a Marvel one and I had a Spider-Man one, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like,
random shit in these factories. Yeah. We got to Poseidon find out so we can go visit one of these factories.
I've already searched this up. I've bookmarked. No, I'm gonna go buy pallets. I'm gonna sell them on eBay and shit.
That's actually a good flip.
That's a good flip. Yeah,
because like, and they even put the MSRP for you on there. You could like they put like this is worth $1,500. We're selling at like $400. So you can flip it for like let's say 1,000. and you can make like 6 bones. You know what I mean?
No, you know what? I messed up. And besides, I messed up. I used to, because me and my friends used to like, I remember one time we just saw a Comic-Con video and we're like, fuck it, let's just go. Yeah, let's go to the San Diego Comic-Con. So we go there and we're just like, we don't know what's going on. And then we started realizing the business part of it. Like we were talking to one guy that makes sculptures for DC. He does like, Doomsday and Superman and shit. So he goes, hey, what are you guys doing here? We're like, oh, we're just chilling. It's like, what do you mean you're just chilling? I'm making 6 figures. Why the fuck? You guys, this is a business, man. This not, don't come here to just dress up, man. This is where you meet all the fucking guys to get you in the business, man. Where's your business card? And at the time we were into art and shit, and my buddy's into 3D animations. So we're like, oh, fuck, I think we're fucking up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because you could have 3D animated shit for people. There's a lot of shit you can do.
Yeah, I was talking to one guy. He's just like, yeah, I work on the Star Wars animated shows. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, dude, this is like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know it was like connected like that. So then
you have a business card and you're like, no, but I painted my face for this.
I'm actually Justin. No, we call it that, but the thing is, no, but
I'm the Prime Minister of Canada.
No, but I remember like, so there had these figurines that were just Comic-Con figurines. And I was like, okay, fuck it. Like we saw it was like $200. Like, fuck it, whatever. But we didn't realize that if you bought that, and that was that you only sold for that year's Comic-Con. So that'd probably sell for like 1,000, 2,000 later on. And we were just like, whatever. We saw it and we were just like, fuck it. And then later on we're like, oh fuck, we fucked up. Like we went almost every year and we never even
thought of using it to expand business.
Yeah, we never thought it. And so it was just multiple. So if you're not there just to try to get in the industry, in the art industry or 3D or anything like that, like there's actually like portfolio, like people just waiting with portfolios, like 6 a.m, just waiting to go meet somebody, be like, okay, here's my portfolio. This is what I do. It's like almost like a job fair. But then you had like other guys were just like, man, one guy I knew in New York, but he just taught like illustration design in Washington. And he was just saying like, dude, the reason why I got that job, I like legit, I was just talking to this one guy at Hasbro. Like he just had his artwork out there and this guy from Hasbro's like, yo, you want to do some some concepts for us? So they're like, okay, we'll pay you whatever. And he's like, oh fuck, oh okay. So he's just drawing for Transformers and shit. So then this school's like, oh, you want to like teach kids how to draw? He's like, yeah, no problem. So he didn't know the program that he's using. I forget. I don't know if it was like Adobe Illustrator or whatever.
Maybe Maya or something.
Yeah.
Remember Maya 3D? Does that still exist?
Yeah, Maya's still there. Softimage no more, I think. It used to be Maya, Softimage, and then you had Mudbox and I forget what the other 3D model.
Oh, Maya still exists. Yeah, Maya was good, bro.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I don't know if it's still.
No, Maya's still there.
Yeah,
Maya's still there. But you have other new ones coming out. Like
Adobe has an animating one.
Yeah,
the Adobe animation. I tried it out a bit.
Yeah, it's like they have Flash. They're known for Flash, and then they have. They have
Adobe also has everything. I use Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop. Adobe has all that shit.
Yeah, Photoshop. I wish I got in the beginning, but then I remember let's say he was on Photoshop, right? And he's teaching the class like, okay, chapter 1, this is what it is. He's on chapter 2 trying to figure it all out, and then he's like teaching the kids what he's like
he's learning.
He has and he's getting paid like actual like teachers that like they paid this guy like couple like I don't know what the teacher salary is but he's
not good.
No. So I was like, oh fuck! I was like, I didn't realize it was like that. And then I remember he was like talking about like just like the industry a bit. There's a guy named Brian Tillman. Is another guy. He tries to do stuff on YouTube, but like he was just starting out. But like, so there's a guy named Brian Tillman, and I remember he was just saying all these stories about Hasbro and everything. And then this one girl goes, oh, I got the show on. I got a job at Nickelodeon. Where they said I needed to write a script like the next day, and she legit went home, learned how to fucking write a script, wrote a script, and then she's like, yeah, I'm working at Nickelodeon now, I'm making fucking like she's making.
God damn.
Like, so then I'm like, okay, the American. I think there's always entrepreneurship or like fucking people that go after it everywhere. But
Americans are entrepreneurs, but Americans hustle.
Yo, everybody hustles in the States, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, even people that are just selling flowers. I'm like, yo, they just got a deal. They got. I'm like, shit, man, these guys.
But you have to hustle.
Yeah,
I don't like the society now of waiting for shit to be handed to you. Nothing's ever gonna. There's too many people. No one's gonna hand you shit because they'd rather give it to someone who's actually trying
to give it. Yeah,
waiting is never gonna get you anywhere.
I wish I agreed. That's why I noticed like to almost link it back to comedy is like, oh shit, you kind of see the guys are kind of like, dude, don't worry, man. I'm just gonna do a couple of sets and then I'm gonna headline. I'm gonna fuck it.
Doesn't work that way.
I was just like, oh fuck, like nah, man. I'm like shit. Now I just realize, I realized like just like almost this year, I'm like, oh shit, I was playing around. Like even though I'm still new. I'm only 4 years in. I'm new.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, oh shit. Now I realize, oh fuck. Like I
I gotta hustle.
I was like, fuck, I gotta fucking like start learning how to brand and learn how to like social network. Like
Social networks are a big part of it, but also just getting out there and hustling. I remember the worst, like the most I had hustled, like that. I don't know if it was the most I hustled, but the time that I was the most tired was when I was working full time in the day.
Yeah, that's me.
Going to Concordia at night till 10 p.m.
Oh shit.
And then going to do spots.
That's
when I was the most tired because I was doing that shit.
Ooh, yo.
Yeah, dude. And I was working. I already had a full time job. So imagine you're working full time. You don't really give a shit about university. Like I'm just there because I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to take these fucking classes at night because I couldn't go in the day since I'm working full time. And then after I'm like, yo, I gotta hit up a mic somewhere. I gotta do my spots. So that I remember being tired every single day. But I'd wake up finished, and I would keep doing it. And the winters here, they're dark, they're heavy, and I would keep fucking doing it. It was brutal.
I respect. I feel like I'm there now. Like I'm not the school. That's like that's like another. But like I feel like I'm there now. Like, I'll do like 10-hour days, and then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta rush. And then people are like, oh Peter, why are you late? And I was like, I'm really like, because I'm trying to leave work.
By the minute,
I'm by the minute. Then it's like, okay, I gotta do like a schedule for like my thing. I like now it's like I'm a manager there, so I have to make sure like the food deliveries are on time, and then like other stuff's going on, and then I gotta like, oh shit, I got a set list I gotta do where I have to try to write new jokes, or it's like, oh fuck, like all right, I'll do the same set again, and it's okay, but it's like no, you're not improving, you gotta fucking build new jokes. And
bro,
I was like, what the fuck? Like now I'm like, oh, this is, but I still like that's when I realized I like this game. I like comedy, man.
But even if it's not comedy, the most respect I have is for people that do that do the side hustles, the multiple hustles, because they like something, and they don't let their day job or anything put them down. They're like, yeah, I got to do this. I need to pay my bills, so I have to do this for 40 hours. Yeah. But I'm going to give another 10, 15, 20, whatever I can a week to this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do all of it. I have the most respect for that because I went through it, and I know how tiring it is. And most people give up.
Yeah,
most people give up on their dream, on their passion, because like it's too much for me. So the ones that don't, it could be anything. I have the most fucking respect for doing that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like art, like the art industry. I actually like comedy was just like, it was weird. It was I would listen to like different motivational things. And then I remember Gary Vee was like, oh, triple down on what you're good at, and I'm like, what am I good at, man? I'm like, oh, let me try. And I started at the Nest.
That's what I was giving. That's the advice I gave Poseidon. Remember Poseidon? Yeah. Double down on you.
Yeah.
Just take what you're good at. Stop trying to create something that you're not. Or whatever you're good at, bro, put every ounce of energy in that, and you can't not succeed.
Yeah, I agree because I find I was like I didn't accelerate super fast, but I felt like I got further along than anything I've ever I'm like, okay, let me try to learn to draw and then learn this and then talk to these other guys. But then it's like comedy was like, oh, let me just bolt, like let me tell my story. And then it's like, okay, well, let me try different timing. Let me try to, and it's like, oh shit, like okay, I feel like I'm talking like just talking to you right now. I was like, oh, this is like, I remember watching you on at Peroni's with Claudio, and then I'd be like, oh shit, man, I wish I could be there. And then I was like, oh fuck, I'm in a studio.
Let me try, yeah.
I'm in a studio.
And now you're here with me.
It's like, oh fuck, that's weird. I was like,
the universe is fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I knew a girl who she would draw. She was very good at drawing, but it wasn't her career path. It's just something she liked to do, and we had talked about that. And now, if I understand correctly, she doesn't do anything but drawing. The people hire her to do stuff. They hire her for logos. She has like that's all she does. Is she has her own thing where she draws. But it wasn't even in her thought process that it could happen.
Yeah,
but it was something she was so good. I was like, just do that. Just try to sell your art. Try this and that. And now that's all she fucking does.
Yeah, because you have other people like my parents. The same thing. They're like, "Oh, why are you doing the comedy?" And my mom was super religious because a lot of devils. Yeah, there's a lot of devils and
devil loves to laugh.
There's like, oh, just darkness behind you. It's like you're around people that drink.
Mom, there's darkness on me. What are you talking about?
That's funny. That's what. No, but yeah, this is like but like didn't understand. I remember once. I won't tell which family members told me this, but one family member told me like, the age of entrepreneurship is over. I'm like,
it's never going to be true. That is never going to be true. That's insane. The age of working and getting paid, that's past. That was a fad, son. Go to the factory.
It's just like
so absurd.
Like there's like even art, like there's like, oh, well, how are you gonna get money? Like how are you gonna?
It is difficult. Art is the most fucked up thing. It's very difficult to get paid, which is why you have to have side hustles.
Yeah,
and you have to do it, but someone's gonna make it.
It's also the business with the most mental illness. So.
Oh, I live it.
Oh,
Look at me.
I am it. I am.
A poster boy.
Oh shoot, man! You see you? I'm surrounded. No,
I just don't know what to do because if I call up the government and ask them for help, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you want us to kill you?" That's their answer. Did you see that? The woman, they said her medical bills are gonna be too high, and so they told her, "Would you like medically assisted suicide? That would be cheap for us too."
No
It's like,
way.
yeah,
Where
like what
did
the
this
fuck?
happen?
Yeah,
In Canada. There's even the military guy that had asked for help, and they said, "Have you thought of medically assisted suicide?"
that's
This is
fucked
crazy. And then they had an article on CTV where they were talking about how they go, "You know how much medically assisted suicide? How much it would save?" For the medical system in Canada, you can't argue that. Like, saves money, bro. Kill these people.
But who started? Like, they really just. When did they start saying that?
I don't know when it started. I've only been seeing it the last couple of months, but apparently it's not new. It's just it wasn't in the mainstream.
Yeah, I never. Because when I heard about the suicide pods, I'm like, who introduced that? Like,
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that, but it's real.
yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, but I don't know who introduced it. I know that Simon's got in shit last year because they made a commercial. They're a clothing company. They made a commercial supporting like assisted suicide, and people were like, "Shut the fuck up and sell wallets, you dipshits! What are you doing?"
Yeah.
No, we're trying to
So-
save what's in your wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, it's like I don't.
Less people, less taxes. You feel me, dog? Like that's a bad argument.
Such a.
You can't once you put a price tag on a human life.
Yeah.
We lost our moral compass, our
That's
humanity.
been done for a while ago, my friend.
Yeah, 100%. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It's weird that like someone like, on a professional standing, just be like, yeah, we got a discount on.
Thought of killing yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are some there are some stuff that you can't help. That the best
Chronic
thing
pain,
is
yeah.
for the person, if they want to just end it, like I can't live. But those cases are not the majority. It's people with mental problems that they're telling them to do this, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then they use the example. Well, what if someone has chronic pain? Okay, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the person who told you they're depressed because they came back from fucking Iraq or Afghanistan where we sent them, and they have traumatic dreams that they're having every night. These nightmares.
Shell shocks.
Yeah, shell shock, and you're like, just kill yourself. That's fucking crazy, bro. They gave up everything. They risked their lives for what you told them was the right thing, and now you're telling them to off themselves. It's nuts.
So you want to go back, but like on the
Bring
front
up
line?
that soldier, Poseidon. Bring up that Canadian soldier. That's what they told him, and the guy was super offended.
You
And
ever
then they
s-
had to apologize, I think.
You ever see that video where the guy goes to, I don't know if it was real or not. The guy goes to Las Vegas, like he says like, oh, I went to Las Vegas and they forced me to spend my money and now I'm broke and I'm like,
Forced me to spend it. These hookers, they sucked it right out of me. Yeah, click on that.
didn't they ask Trudeau about it and he just stayed silent or he just did the Paul?
He's probably started crying.
So,
Horrifying that Veterans Affairs worker raised assisted suicide with troubled veteran. The group says, "Oh, really? Of course it's horrifying." So if you go down, there's a full investigation on the way. Read that, Poseidon.
this part.
Yeah.
The head of a group that supports Canadian veterans says he was horrified to hear medical assistance in dying was brought up with a veteran who reached out to Veterans Affairs Canada for help recently.
He reached out for help because he wasn't feeling well. He's like, my head, I'm depressed and that. So they said, "Have you thought of this?"
Officials
You ever
with the
follow
fe-
being in lead out? That's crazy.
Officials with the federal department confirmed to CBC News that they have issued an apology directly to the veteran and launched a thorough internal investigation.
Why are you doing what we told you to do?
God damn.
You're a soldier.
Yeah, how fucked is that, bro?
Dude, you get, what did
Providing advice pertaining to medical assistance in dying is not a VAC service. Jesus Christ, the Veterans Affairs. Oh my God, bro, they're veterans.
so it's like technically,
More training promised. We'll just train them better of who they offer this to.
so they take out the death penalty and they just assisted it.
Well, I guess the death penalty would have been better
Hey.
because you'd be killing people that
Yeah.
quote unquote deserve it.
But now,
But actually, they wouldn't because they won't kill like rapists or pedophiles.
No.
We have a weird system. Pedophiles actually, Poseidon was bringing this up in Quebec, get off in like 2 years or something. You get more for like fraud.
yeah. Oh, anything money wise.
Yeah.
Anything money wise. Like I remember, like I didn't like. Well, it's me being a degenerate, but I didn't like I didn't do one of my taxes from 2018 or something like that, and then federal's like kind of like whatever, but like Quebec just like they straight like froze my accounts, this that, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not a criminal, man. Like,
Dude, they go. I told you today. My bookkeeper called me and said, "Are you sitting down? You owe a lot of money." And I was like, "Motherfucker!" Like they
go. I'm like, it's not like, oh, okay, I'm a criminal. Like, dude, I'm just a dish. At the time, I was just a dishwasher and a cook. Like, what type of money you think I was making?
Yeah.
what the.
And you owe us $800, so we're freezing all your assets. Come on, guys.
That was great. Yeah. Actually, no, they did my taxes, and then I was like, they're like, okay, you owe $3,000. I'm like, there's no way on on a $15 an hour salary.
How the fuck do you take taxes every month? Yeah. How do I owe you that much? I don't have that much.
I was
And then
and
what happened in the end?
No, I just the H&R blocked. They're like, no, you just owe like a couple hundred. And like,
Motherfuckers, eh?
I was like, no. So now I'm thinking like, oh, you know, the government's gonna do your taxes, and like later on, you don't have to worry about. I think they actually wanted me to sign off from the H&R block. They wanted like oh, okay, like we'll like you sign off that she's in charge of your taxes, and then you do.
Fuck you, no. I have a bookkeeper. He'll handle that. I'm not gonna trust the government, bro. Fuck.
Yeah,
no.
and I was like, whoa, like these guys, like they could help you, but they could fuck you over, like
Hard.
and it was weird because I remember it was one year they gave us the we call those solidarity tax,
Yeah.
or money back or whatever.
Not real. I didn't even get that this year.
You didn't get it?
No, remember they said this year that they're gonna give everyone in Quebec $600.
Yeah, but if you make a certain amount,
I didn't get it.
yeah, if you make it like a certain amount, then if it was like your income's like lower, they'll be like they'll give it to you. If not, they
They didn't give me shit.
yeah, you just a rich motherfucker.
I don't make any money. I make $0. I don't make any money.
Yeah,
I don't have a job.
that you know, but it is, you know, you're an artist. You want assisted suicide?
Yeah, that's the. I'm gonna call it. I need some money. Like, how about you kill yourself and save us the money, motherfucker?
No, but they. What was I gonna say? Yeah, they so they gave me the solidarity tax. It was a couple years ago. And then they're like, "Oh, we paid you too much, so you owe us." And I'm like, "But you pay."
We paid you too much of your money that you've been paying us. Give it back.
All this shit pisses me off. Bro.
I was like, "Holy shit!" But then I realized I'm like, over this time, especially when the thing was frozen, I was like, I need to learn finance. I actually had to learn. Like first, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I had a paychecks and I had no bank to go to. I was like, "Oh fuck, what do I do?" Then I was like, "Okay, I have to go to like the Instamarts or wherever." And I was like, "Oh
No,
dude.
fuck that, bro. They take money for nothing. No. You get your own account, bro. Be a goddamn adult, not a crackhead.
Yeah, not
Fucking
crack.
get a bank account.
No, I
get
have my
one.
bank. Yeah, no, I got mine. No, I got it set up again. Like,
Try to find a bank account. Try to get one of those deals where, like, Poseidon found a deal last year where they paid him to open an account. They gave him like $200 to open an account.
yeah, I did. I got that.
Okay, you got that, and try to get one that if you don't have a certain amount in your account every month, they won't charge you for it.
Yeah. There's deals like that. Yeah.
Because I don't like the fact that they do that to people. They're like, if you don't have $1,000 in your account,
You get to take $16 a month.
Yeah, well, you're gonna pay $16. But it's like if someone doesn't have $1,000 in their account, odds are they're not gonna have that 60. You're fucking them over if you're taking the $16 because they're living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
So you just fucking you have no money. You know what the penalty for that is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some money.
But then
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's completely insane to me.
And they're already charging you to pull out your money. They're like, there's always these crazy
Or
fees.
the worst, the biggest scam of them all is, and I don't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way with TD, the overdraft protection thing, the $500.
Oh no, I don't even pay for that.
Nah, bro. Because I realized the first trap you fall in is you go, oh, I can go to minus 500 and I'm
no,
good.
you-
No. Then the
That's-
interest rate that.
That's the first trap.
Yeah.
But then if you go up until minus 500, they charge you an extra $50 a month
Yeah.
as overdraft
Yeah.
fees.
Over fees. Yeah.
So the first trap is like you don't get to save money because you're in the
hole.
You're in the hole, but you're kind of like, no, I'm good.
No, it's scammy.
Bro,
You know what else is scam? We're talking about scams, bro. RRSPs.
Oh, that's the hugest. But no.
Bro, people fall for that shit.
No.
I heard there's a RSP. If you want to buy property, it's a good one, and if you want to, not pay some taxes.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up. It's pushed.
Yeah.
They're never. The government
so
is
it's
never
not that, I
gonna
get
make
it.
a program that like don't pay us. It's never gonna happen. The problem with RSPs is, and people are gonna argue it because they fell into it, so they're gonna argue how amazing it is because they don't want to admit that they got fucked over. It's your money.
Yeah.
That you're giving ownership to someone else.
Yeah.
And hopefully when you retire, if you're not dead from all the garbage that we eat and you retire late, they're going to give you an allowance. It's your money, but you
Yeah.
can't just pull it out directly. They're going to give you an allowance.
Yeah.
Here's fucking this much money. And if you need it for a big purchase, that's not a house, let's say, and you want to pull it out, they're going to take half your money. So if you save 50 G's,
And you
25
tax
is
it.
ours, 25 is the government's now.
Yeah.
It's or the banks rather.
The banks,
it's
yeah.
too fucked up. I'd rather keep my money, try and invest it and I could I have access to it whenever I want. Why would I give you the right
Yeah.
to my fucking money?
No, but and they're not even saying on that. Like, not even did they take 50%. It's charged as salary for your year. So now you're taxed again.
It's
At the
fucking
end- at the
yeah.
end
No,
of the-
no, no.
So now you're like, yeah.
nah, yeah.
Take your
Okay.
money
Yeah.
and invest in other shit that you have control over, whether it's a good stock or save it. Fucking, you know what? Even cash on the side is gonna be better than you giving them half your fucking money.
Actually, no, that's what because I'm like, no, there's deals out there. There's guys on Wall Street. They know these deals. That's why I'm like, okay, I have
Stocks.
Yeah, like, there's stocks. There's the other like offshore banking. I had no idea. Like this year, I actually started getting. I'm like, oh, first I used to be, oh, it's just rich guys game. And then I realized, oh shit, I could do it. Like I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Even wiring, like putting your money in like a wiring fucking company, and it's like, okay, yeah, you can only pull at ATMs, but it's like that money's there. It's like, oh, if they freeze your account, okay, I got money
on another. Yeah.
There. So I was like, then I realized, oh shit, like this is how they play the game. Like I didn't even like. I'm just like, oh, it's just like all movie shit. It's like no. This is like,
yeah, you got to talk to someone who knows. That's what I do. I talk to people who are rich and all that.
Yeah.
And that's how I found out from all. It's like like people who think that they're rich fall for this shit, the RSPs, all that, and then the filthy rich ones, like that is retarded.
Yeah,
we don't even pay ourselves.
Yeah, like I remember
finding that out. That if you look at the salaries of like the highest, like the richest people,
yeah,
like I don't make a fucking salary. What am I, stupid? I take loans from the company if I need to. Like, it's the opposite. Everybody's like, I gotta make a big salary. I want to make 200 G's. I want to make this to give half of it away to the government. Yeah, and like I'm not giving them shit. I'm gonna take a loan from my company if I ever like. They have this whole different. Yeah. Lifestyle, but they never teach you that shit in school. They never teach you the smart way.
No, they just teach you factory work. Like I said, like when I go to the factory, it's like, oh, the bell rings off. I'm like, oh, it's recess. No, it's fucking, it's the first break. It's the first break.
Bro, let's go fucking jump rope.
But it's weird. That's why I'm like, oh shit, I actually want to know, because like same thing when I think like I saw this Andrew Tate video and he's like, oh, I'm not gonna.
Is he in jail still?
Yeah, apparently he got out. He said his first words like, Romania is not a just place type thing. Like,
so what happened? Was he sex trafficking or not? Do we know or we don't know yet?
No, we don't know. Like, who knows? Like, I'm not gonna. Like, I'm not gonna.
Silent, you love this dude, don't you know his story?
I don't love him.
Yeah, I find he's fucking hilarious.
I like when he talks about how corrupt the system is. So, like, you fucking tell him.
But he's right. I think he was talking about the Nike thing, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that. Whereas like, I think like the trademark company is in let's say in Belize or whatever.
Oh, 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I saw it. Him and his brother. But then again,
Romanian prosecutors have no evidence against him apparently.
Yeah, so it was all fabricated.
But they're detaining him for another 30 days.
I'm not saying that I thought he was sexual. I'm just asking what happened. I don't know the.
I don't know they're like. I think it was like an old thing where apparently they're saying that 2 American girls went there and then apparently they couldn't leave, but they had the key. So like I don't know what the hell is going. Like I don't know what's like I don't know what. Like I said, weird. Yeah, that was a weird situation.
Let's see.
They seized $18 million.
His cars.
Yeah.
But isn't that crazy? If there's no evidence against you, how the fuck do they seize all your shit? That's what I hate about governments, bro. They're the worst mobsters.
Yeah.
You're like, you're guilty of something. What am I guilty of? Nothing, but I'm still taking your shit.
But
that's got to be criminal.
But no, that's what the banks do. Like my buddy was telling me, he's like think about when you buy a car. First you're like, okay, you buy it off the lot, but it's like, okay, it has to come off the thing. So now you're getting taxed for it coming in. Now you can't pick it out off of the boat. Now you got to pay the tax to bring it to the thing. And then when you get it, now you have to put insurance on that. That's extra tax. License plate, that's an extra fucking tax. And then if you go park certain places downtown, you got to pay for the fucking. So it's like, dude, it's like, holy crap. Like, this is not.
And if you park somewhere you're not supposed to, you get
tickets.
taxed.
Another
ticket.
You
know? It's like, and then at the end of the year, it's like, oh, you're not a company, so the car's not under your expenses, so you got to pay tax. It's like, that's like, what
they've set up the system in such a way.
They're going to make money.
Dude, forget it. But if if it falls through one crack, the next net's gonna catch it.
Yeah. Or they'll make stuff up. They're like, shit, we forgot about that. Let's.
But I don't want to say like they're punishing everyone, because at the same time, it's like I think they're punishing us for not knowing that the right ways to make money. So because there's other people like kind of like they know the system, so they're getting money constantly, and then the people are like kind of like, oh, we trust everybody, and they're just getting hurt.
Yeah, they're getting rattled. So Peter, you are every first Friday of the month at the Third Floor Comedy Club. People should buy tickets to check you out, but also Comfort Zone. You're one of the regulars.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
You're coming out on Comfort Zone. Comfort Zone Wednesday nights, 8:30 p.m. on Crescent at the Third Floor Comedy Club. Come check us out. I'm doing the panel. Peter's normally on there. He's telling jokes. We've electrocuted him before.
Yes,
that was a funny moment.
On JFK Day, or no, not
MLK Day.
MLK.
No way.
They asked me to electrocute a black guy. I was like,
was on MLK.
I was even saying, I go, guys, this is bad optics.
Oh my god,
this is bad optics.
I didn't even know till that. I was like, oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you know
But that
what's
was a good
funny?
time.
Because he said, I had a dream. What the fuck, bro? It's a
You know
nightmare.
what's funny though is like you kept putting your fucking hand on it, bro.
Oh, he's a trooper. He's not fucking around.
Dude, because I remember we had that guy that came on and he had the tattoo. We had to take it off.
The Nazi, yeah.
The
The neo-Nazi, yeah, I remember, yeah.
I was just like, man, I would just double down. If you're like about that, double down. And then people be like, look, I don't like you, but I respect the fact that like
You double down?
You double down on it. Like you like just like Trump, like Bush. They're
Yeah,
like,
Bush like, yeah, I killed those people.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, the guy didn't double down. Maybe he regrets. Maybe he's no longer. That's what I think. I think he no longer likes that stuff. He was probably like as a kid he liked that shit,
Yeah.
and now he knows better.
Yeah.
So he's like, but I still got the tats because laser tat removal I think is expensive and hurts.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's like 10 times the price of actual tattoos.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive, bro. So maybe it's that too. Maybe he just needs a Sharpie.
yeah.
Just
Or
finish the maze.
Finish the maze.
Yeah, that's it.
Racism hurts better. It hurts harder.
It hits harder. So Peter Bowen, all the links are in the description. You've got other podcasts. I think you do the Dirty Four with Claudio as well.
Yeah, we're reshaping it, but we're still with the Jofo, so we're trying to rebrand. that.
Rebrand, do all that. Okay, so links are in the description. Follow Peter Bowen. He's a regular at the third floor. He's also a regular at my shows at the Bordel Comedy Club. The Hentai Hornet. Thank you, bro.
We've built this prison cell